I'm Winder, this is WTV, and tonight you're here for the final ever episode of the 2-week challenge. I think we've got, in total, I counted it up because I thought it might be interesting doing the maths. 30 months, 4 parks, well, 3 theme parks, 1 zoo, 30 months, 38 builders, and this is the 38th episode. It's been a whirlwind. It's been absolutely brilliant, and hopefully we can see it off in style tonight. I hope you are all ready, because we're going to go on a little bit of a whirlwind. In a minute, I will be introducing our final ever guest for the 2-week challenge, the wonderful Captain Swzzer, who is sitting patiently in the wings, ready to show off his amazing creation for you. Swzzer was this year in charge of the Winderland Weenie, the final cherry on the top. And are you ready for the start, the final ever episode of the 2-week challenge? Here we go, guys, for the final ever time. Here is the 2-week challenge. Baby!
Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the final ever time to the 2-week challenge. My name is Shelton Carter, and I've been invited here today to join y'all in celebrating a wonderful achievement this year.
Yeah, what an incredible final season. There we have seen a whole load of brand new builders who have put together a true thrilling experience for the theme parks.
Not to mention all of your returning contractors from previous projects who have delivered on building a beautiful new settlement here at Shipley Lake. Whether it is new housing or a whole host of amenities, you have all achieved something incredibly impressive. Let's take a look back at the season now to celebrate all of your work.
An absolutely incredible park all round, and I'm glad we could all make it here today to see it off in style with the incredible Winderland Weenie by Captain Swzzer. So for one last time, let's hand over to Winder for your final 2-week challenge showcase.
Yes, indeed. It's time. It is time to see, finally, our Winderland Weenie, the cherry on the top of all of your incredible creations this year. And before I have a look at it properly, in depth, I want to call in our final builder, the 38th builder. Never been involved in a Winderland before. The 38th builder for all of our 2-week challenges, Captain Swzzer. Are you there, sir?
Hello.
Hey!
Happy to be here today.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that it's done, that you are here, and what an incredible build you've got for us. And I know you've had a chance to have a look around the whole park. What do you think before we go into it? What do you think of the park? I mean, you must have had a look at some people's builds and had a little snoop around.
Yeah, it's amazing what we could do with all these creators, and I forgot who did it. I especially like the jungle area.
The jungle area, Pillsbury Joe boy.
Yes, of course, great building. Well, of course, the first thing I did while building was because I had all those park crashes all the time that I
Yes.
deleted everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it cost me 4 or 5 days. That was a bit hard.
It was. I know we've had you had a tumultuous time for the 2 weeks, didn't you? Almost the first entire week was a write-off.
So
But you, I believe you, as you said, you had to delete like the majority of the park, didn't you?
so yeah, kind of lucky you killed off the final builder first. So that was fine.
Yeah, gave you a little bit extra time.
That was perfect. Yes.
Well, you're welcome. I don't want to talk any more to you without the actual park on the screen. So let me swap over now, unpause the game, and we'll have a look around. So, Swizz,
Yep.
tell me. Oh no, tell me about your build. Where did you get the idea for this?
Idea, well, in general, this is the Winterland Airport.
It's the only thing we don't have. The only bit of transport we don't have.
Yeah. Well, my first idea was, of course, when you texted me, was the steampunk thing, because I just love it, steampunk.
We've never had steampunk in a Winderland either, so this is a first for us.
They built steampunk.
It's absolutely gorgeous, mate. I've never had the guts to do a steampunk build.
And it was like the first. I have a collaboration park from Planet Coaster 1 that never got finished, and then I thought, well, I want to continue steampunk because that is making so much fun as a theme. Of course, it's a bit problematic with the in-game pieces, so I had to use some TMTK, not too much, like 20 pieces, I think.
That's okay. That's okay. We've already got thousands of bits of TMTK, so an extra 20 is not going to have a not going to cause us that much problems.
Yeah. Well, just a disclaimer. Some might know those airships. I fit them in last minute. I thought they would look good, and I pre-made those in my own park. And I thought, well, these took like 4 hours. I'm not gonna do them again.
But they're amazing. Let's have a look at one. Look at that. That's insane.
Yeah. By the way, for the facade you're looking right now, you might want to switch to morning light, so it is
morning light.
Yeah, 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Works better with the lights, I think. I think it's the best lighting I used for everything, if I'm not totally wrong. That or 2 p.m.
There we go. 9 a.m. will do. I was at 1:45 p.m. I was at, but we'll go to 9. There you go.
Like that. Yeah, like that we have this side little bit more lit.
I want to have a look at these airships. Wow. How many pieces is that airship? Oh, it's only a cool 500.
1.5? Oh, no, 500. I thought it was way more.
What have you made? Those are the Western awnings, aren't they?
Those shop canvas things, I think.
That's
and,
incredible.
And endings are the festive tents from the fairy tale thing.
The festive tents. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. See, that's really smart. This is why I don't do steampunk, because it scares the hell out of me. You have to put.
No, I think that the most fun part about it.
Well, you've done it incredibly. I've seen a few steampunk builds in my time, but this is really quite special. I'm just looking at one airship here, and you've got 2 of them, haven't you? Got another one down here, I think.
Yeah, it's the same. It's just a copy.
But it works so well.
Yeah, especially up of the flat ride I put there.
So
I wanted to take the aeronauts, but then you said we already have it, so I just had.
yeah, I know.
Perfect here.
It was actually the first one of the first rides we put in the park. It was Sea Miles had the aeronauts that were picked by chat. So yeah, and just for chat, there was, apart from obviously having the shows, which we'll see later, you did have to include one ride because we want to be able to draw the guests over, even though I've kicked the guests out of the park because the game doesn't work with the minute. We wanted one ride over here, so this is the one we went with, which is the lovely little aeroplanes, which I think are brilliant. I love this ride. It's a great little ride. I remember building one for a Sonic park for Mr. Waddle. I built a Tails spin because Tails always drives around in one of these little aeroplanes in the game. But yeah, no. So obviously going with the airport, this fits really, really nicely.
Yeah. Well,
go on.
I think still the balloons would have fit a little bit more, but they work. They work.
Sorry.
It's all good. Yeah, I would have loved to decorate the whole plaza a bit more, but I just, first of all, pieces and then time. Time was way too tight to do anything more. But
and you did only have 10k, didn't you? And I know in true 2-week challenge fashion, you've gone over the 10k anyway. So decorated the plaza too much more. I love the tram line that you've got going around.
Yeah,
or the train line.
Yeah, if you
It's lovely, mate. It's a really, really pretty build. So obviously you had a lake in the middle of the. You had an island in the middle of the lake to build on.
Yeah, and I forgot the bridge at first.
Sorry, you forgot the bridge.
The bridge at first.
We got one in the end.
Yeah,
let's start here at the beginning. Let's start.
Yeah,
here.
I built the whole island first, and then I was done. Like, yes, finally. And I was like, oh, how are they gonna get on there? And these steam ships are so high. They're so tall. The bridge had to be so tall, but it works. I just then completely turned the building around by 180 degrees, and then it worked.
It's their silly chimneys, aren't they, that stick up so much?
Yeah.
I love this build. I love this bridge, though.
It's very tight, I believe. Oh, this seems. Oops! Just turn the camera away.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, it's fine.
So is this all brick pieces?
It goes way too long. 4-meter stupid courses they should have just made shorter that they don't have a 1-meter piece. I hate it.
Hey, it's a great bridge. It works really nicely. It's I think you've done a good job there.
You just don't want to look at the piece count. I don't know where that comes from. I have no idea how I did that.
Well,
oh,
these are
284
284 pieces. It's because you've used thousands of those brick things.
Yeah, but
well, hundreds of it works though. And
yeah.
the level of detail is so much more than you'd get if you
I
just
would
used
think
an
that
arch.
deleted there on the left, but never mind. Just
I've skipped over it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Don't worry
sorry.
about it. We're moving on.
I really haven't had time to check anything for any mistakes. I was absolutely running through the past few days.
And I think what people have to appreciate here is also the frame rate of this park at the moment is very, very low. So adding one piece or taking one piece away takes 3 times the length of time.
Well, not really for me, because I built the whole building actually in a separate park, and then putting it in was pain. That took me like 2 hours. The bridge was built in this whole park, and just some more details, and the whole interior thing, which you're gonna see soon, is also built in this file. But that's the weird thing. I had decent FPS with like 25, but the park just kept crashing. That was so weird.
It's the sheer amount of TMTK.
Yeah, I mean, I completely deleted all TMTK. I deleted Planet Coaster entirely. I reinstalled all the TMTK, and then it worked.
It's bad. It's because it's not like if you were building a mega park on your own, like we've all seen like Bears Aldermore and stuff, which is like 300 plus pieces, 300,000 plus pieces, and I know you build some incredible big creations, but you're building with a select amount of TMTK. Like his Aldermore would have probably only had about 100 pieces of TMTK in it that he's duplicating and using all over. The problem is when you're doing it with a mega park, a collab with all these other builders, they've all got their own little palette of TMTK they use. So then you put in their TMTK palette with somebody else's TMTK palette with somebody else's TMTK palette, and then suddenly you got this mass amount of TMTK. And I think that's really what nearly killed your computer. And I'm glad it didn't. And then obviously we've got Firefly building as well, and she uses every TMTK piece she can find.
Yeah. I was lucky. I've seen those fences I put on the bridge. I saw someone who built the Roman area there, already took them, and I already knew these fences, and was like, yes, I can take them in, doesn't matter.
Well, there you go. That's good. That's
They're
good.
really great. These are very beautiful.
I think this build is very beautiful, mate. I've lost my buttons.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it. Especially since this time I didn't took any online inspiration.
This is all out of your own head.
Yeah, this time it is.
I mean,
I rarely build anything entirely out of my head, but this time I tried.
I mean, look at that facade. There is so much going on there. I don't even know where to start looking, you know, when you've got so many different things going on within that build. The pipes, the cogs,
Yeah, well, these coaster support connector things, those work very great as some plate. It's these on their columns.
Here.
I love them. They work so good for steampunk.
These, like the flanges and stuff like that.
Yeah, these work so
Sorry,
good for steampunk.
you're saying that those coaster plates. I'm just like,
Yeah.
where? What?
Also, it's a bit weird. You're 5 seconds ahead.
Yeah, no, I know.
Your channel. It's a bit weird, but whatever.
No, these bits.
Yeah, sure. These were great.
They're very good.
And that is one of the only TMTK decorations I used, but I can't work without them anymore. They're so great, these golden things.
They're really nice. What are they?
Yeah, these are some...
Habelage decorative.
Yeah, they are... I can't work without them anymore. Once I discovered them.
They're beautiful. I mean, you've even got like the bumper from the bull bar from the cat.
Oh, that should have actually traversed over the whole window. As I said, I haven't had time to completely check for everything. I had to finish this. Yeah, just that would have been the goal. Would have been just to
There you go. See, look,
Yeah.
I'm laying a piece, guys,
let's
and
go.
there we go. It's
Yeah, the
laid.
bull bars. Those bull bars are great for smaller pipes. These are great. Or also the monster exhaust thing, the silver pipes you see in the middle. These are such great additions.
It's so good, and because, I mean, this is the problem I struggle with. When you're building something like this, there is no symmetry to that. And that's what makes it so interesting to look at. Do you know what I mean? You've got...
yeah, but when I built that, I copied it and just then changed the whole facade again. It's symmetric, but I changed the details. So.
Yeah, there's symmetric in terms of like the towers and the windows in the places, but all of the stuff going on that you've added to just makes that look so real. And I love it. I absolutely adore it. It's so intricate. And this is just one side of it. Obviously, we've got an entire complex here. And I think there's something inside it as well, which we'll look at later, which
Yes.
I don't think I'm ready for.
Maybe
because you've said this is never been done in Planco before.
I am pretty sure no one ever did that. I can't tell by 100%, but I'm really sure no one ever did that.
Well, we'll
and
find
if
out.
So I didn't use that as an inspiration. It was my idea. So
there you go. It's your idea. Swizz did it first, everyone. Here.
Yeah.
I mean, look at
Bear is one of the only guys who knows.
Look at that giant cog going round the main tower.
Yeah. That was the first thing from the whole build I did. That was also in my very first... Often when I plan a build, I just do some sketches on paper. And that was the first thing I sketched up was this cogwheel.
It's just gorgeous. Sorry, I'm missing so much of chat. Easy, get a cog, scale it larger. No, that's going to be 1 million and odd pieces, isn't it?
No, actually only 500.
Oh, only 500?
Yeah, that's not too much, right?
Nothing.
460, that's alright. Well, yeah, I just... that tower with the cogwheel was the first thing I planned. It was the first thing I built. Yeah, and pretty much the thing I sketched on paper beforehand.
It works really well as a weenie, that clock tower. I mean, we've got the clock tower at the entrance that Tay built, and I love to think that you've taken that and then you've gone, let's steampunk the hell out of it.
Yeah, and I paid attention. If you go right through the entrance, if you go through the park entrance, you can see it through the trees. That was my that's what I paid attention for.
Where are we going? Oh yeah, look. You can see it from all over the place.
Yeah, and if you now walk through from the plaza, you like in guest view.
Oh, amazing!
Here. It's right here.
Amazing. There's so much going on with this build. I'm going to have to just walk around it very, very slowly and have a look at all the tiny details. We've got some shops here. We've got some burgers and drinkies. Very nice.
I forgot about shops, including shops, and then I quickly made those.
Yeah, but look how themed that is for just a little burger kiosk. I love all the steam, the pipes and stuff. Let me get rid of my UI. The steam and the cogs and the pipes for it. It's a really, really cool, intricate little building. I love all the lights as well. Can't wait to see this at night.
Yeah, nighttime looks quite nice as well.
How did you make these rails?
Oh, it's just standard.
It's the train track and then you've sunk it.
Yeah.
Is that actually the ride? Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. Very, very smart.
I first wanted to use things in pieces, but they are way too big. Where's
the station? Or did you just delete the station and you've just used the parts of it? Very cool. Here's another side, another facade. Again, just so much intricate detail. And no tower looks the same. You know, this tower looks different to this tower, looks different to this tower, and I bet every side of this, what have you done, like an octagon here, will be different in some way, and it just gives it so much character.
Well, I actually planned on doing all the windows custom, but then you told me the piece limit, so this this tower is the only one with custom windows.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, I wanted to do them for all the windows, but I would just thought about like doing like 10 different window I can put it anywhere, but yeah, that would have been way too much.
There's so many different pieces used in this. That's the brain ache for me. It's because you're not just doing what I say. When I say I'm going to create a theme or I'm going to do something that's not like an in-game theme like pirate or whatever, I'm still using those pieces to create a theme that's loosely based on pirate or loosely based on haunted or something like that. Steampunk does not exist in the game, and the fact that you've got bricks, you've got pipes, but you've got all these other bits and bobs. You've got the Western pack in there. You've got guaranteed the sci-fi pack in there somewhere. You know, and it's just
sci-fi pack. I don't think so. But I have the World's Fair pack in there.
The World's Fair.
Yeah, maybe you see it. I don't think you do.
I'm sure you'll have fitted it in somehow.
Yeah, it's the roof.
The roof?
Yeah.
What's that? The roof made from?
Victorian
arches.
Yeah, no, the left roof. The part between.
Oh, yes.
I saw that on Brickboard from some guy. He used those as a roof.
Very clever. It's just super,
that's what
super,
I said.
super clever. And that's where I really struggle and that's why I think I'm struggling with Planet Coaster 2, because we don't have as many pieces. So you've got to really do what Jarrow's doing, for example, at the moment, and thinking outside of the box. And I struggle with that. So this just is mind blowing to me, because I know I couldn't create this.
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing these games for, I don't know, since I started playing Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, like 2008 or 2010, and well, Planet Coaster when it came out, so...
Yeah, but you still got... I've been playing them that long as well. I've been playing Planet Coaster since launch, you know, and you still got to have a brain that works like this to do this. You know, I can't. It don't matter how many hours I get in the game. I can't learn this. I could copy it. I could steal it and recreate it, but it's genius, mate. You're a very, very, very clever sod.
If it's not too much effort, now you can turn the time back to afternoon.
Afternoon
for this facade.
For this facade.
Like 1 p.m., 2 p.m., something like that. That should be perfectly.
There we go. 2:45.
Yeah, here we go.
Ooh, and it's full sunlight. Look at that, shimmering and shining in the sun. So good. Volatus. What does Volatus mean? That's Latin.
See.
Hold on.
We'll see later.
Hold on.
Don't go inside yet. That's the
Latin.
ending of the game.
That's flight or something like that. I suppose you built an airport, so flight is it in Latin? Maybe. We'll find out later. We'll find out later.
Yeah.
Look at this though. It's so good.
Yeah, this was the first buildings I made. Was the tower is the first thing, and those on the right were the other ones.
Why have I got a piece in my hand? Go away.
I actually cheated a little bit. I used an old building and completely remade it, but it's still an old building. The tower on the right. But
I mean, mate, you don't need to worry about.
Yeah,
you really don't.
I wouldn't have made it in time if I didn't do that. It was. I mean, I sent you the water shows. When did I send them?
This morning. I woke up this morning and I had the water show and I was like,
no, I think it was 3 a.m. or something.
I texted you. I messaged you last night, like 10:30, and said, "How's it going, bud?" Just thinking, I know he's working on it. How's it going?
Yeah, that was
Is it
recording
coming?
them, and I had first of all, I didn't find a good angle to record them,
Hey,
and the next thing was that the fountains weren't viewable on the lake.
mm,
And then I could turn off the water quality. Yep, took a bit long, but worth it.
it's fine. It's fine. We got here in the end, and that's all that matters. I didn't get worried at any point.
Also,
Lying.
the one thing
Toilets. Go on.
I don't think anyone will go too much back to Plank 1 anymore. But if you want to do Steampunk, the how is it called? The DLC Monsters DLC. They have so good lamps and lanterns.
Yeah, these ones. No,
Go to the top. They are so good. If
there
anyone
they are
wonders,
on the front. These ones. They're beautiful. Really nice piece.
oh, look, yeah, these. Who's the one who's actually poking through the pipe? Yeah.
Oh, and those ones as well that you said. There you go. Beautiful.
Yeah. The Monsters pack is surprisingly useful.
Hmm.
I never thought I would use anything of it until I really checked into pieces.
It's a very good pack. It's a very good pack. The only one I don't think I've ever really gone too close to is the Back to the Future pack.
No, I haven't used anything from Rad, I believe.
Still got it. Buy everything that these guys make.
Yeah. I'm sure someone will have used a piece. Somewhere in the park must be a Back to the Future piece.
There's just so much to look at. I'm just swirling around. Just all these lovely little set pieces that you got of pipes and cogs and steam and stuff. You know, I love it.
Last minute. These machines were last minute.
They're great. Just bits and bobs everywhere. Really bring this whole build to life. You know, love it. Oh, got some water down there. I'm flabbergasted by this. It is a brilliant build. It's so good.
Yeah, I wanted to properly exit this game.
Well, you have. This is my final ever load of Planet Coaster 1. The final time I ever load up the game, and I'm so glad that I get to load it up and see this. I think. Would you mind very much if we did a show right now before we go to night time? Should we do the water show?
Yeah, while we're at daytime, yes.
Where is the water show? Because the water show doesn't take place on the actual island. It's in the lake, isn't it? Is it over here?
It is, and it's right from the bridge.
So
I
around
sent you the
here.
video. I didn't put it in. I had terrible FPS loading it. It didn't work.
That's fair enough.
So that's why I sent you the video.
Yep. Well, we're going to go to the video now. Wow, what a show! What a show! I mean, I know, Swizzy, you said to me the music. You sent me the music about a month ago, didn't you? You were like, "What do you think of this? Do you think this will work?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a very good bit of music. It really is, and it works so nicely with water."
Yeah, it's a music you can very well fit. It has a rhythm, and you can very well, or it doesn't actually have an actual melody, so you don't have. You can just randomly
Yeah.
put
Well,
triggers.
you could pick out different bits of different elements of the music rather than having to follow the melody. There's so much going on in it, which
Yeah, that's why
allows you to really well go trigger happy like you did. I mean, I don't actually have it in the park here with me now, so I can't look at it more. But I saw your trigger board for it. How many of those sequences did you actually use, or were they for show? Were they?
Wait, let me real quick. I can use the picture and let's estimate that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
It's too much for
24,
me.
25, 26, 7, 8, 9. I assume like 35.
30 sequences. Oh, 35 sequences. I mean, like,
Maybe-
I thought I was really, really, really clever when I managed to do like 3 or 4 sequences linked together. And I thought,
mean,
yeah, look at me. I'm super cool now. But 35? Ah,
Well, I mean,
that's a brain ache.
if you the arch that goes fits to the music, it goes at first it's slow and then the music goes faster. So I had to do 2 different one of that, and that goes for each because the music is slower at the beginning.
Mate, it's amazing. And like how long did it take you to sequence that? I mean, that
The
was the
water
last
show-
bit. That was the last bit I got, wasn't it? That was the last bit you finished,
The
effectively.
water show wasn't too bad. It was like 8 hours, but maybe a little bit less.
It's just bonkers what these people can do.
Maybe it would have been a bit faster if I had experience with the sequencers, but I didn't use them too much yet.
It's incredible. Hey Snickers, how you doing?
I was always so scared of them. That's why I never used them.
Yeah, because I need to speak to chat now, like the normal people who don't do this. Like you're the brain ache in the background, okay? Like Bear, Swzzer, these guys, mental, okay? But Swzzer, very, very, very good builder. But I remember when I asked you to do the weenie, you said to me, "Oh, this will be fun. I've never done trigger sequencing before." Right?
Yes, but just let me forget that sentence. Firework wasn't too much fun in the end. The water show, it was quite alright, but it just gets very slow in the ending.
Yeah. But this is like your first attempt at a water show ever.
Yeah. The worst thing about the triggers is I didn't know that. So I built this whole arch, in the small arch we saw in the video.
Yeah.
And I selected the triggers, the fountains one by one. Like, yeah, that's how they are gonna appear. And then I saw the sequencer, and they were all messed up. So you have to look which trigger is which one, and then you have it's a completely different order. So if you want to time then, you have to look like at the 50 fountains, like which one is which one is which time, and they are not sorted.
And I'm hoping though with Planco 2 they've made that a little bit more simple, haven't they? Because they've given us now a timeline that we can jump to, and stuff. But you said you did say at the end it was getting very slow because obviously once you've triggered like 2 minutes of the show, every time the last bits that you're triggering for the big finale, the ending of the piece of music, you've got to sit through that whole show to get to it, to find out what you got to do to change it, to make it right.
No, you don't.
No?
No, you can. I made the ending first, actually.
Working backwards.
Yeah, it was because it was the easiest part.
Yes, because you just want everything going at that point.
Yeah. And because that way I had all triggers pre-made already for that I needed for the beginning,
Yeah.
actually. So that was a bit faster.
You made each sequence a sequencer. Right.
Yeah.
I get it. So each of those separate sequences, you can do them one at a time, and then all you got to do is just put them in together and make sure they go off at the right time. So it does, so it's not as hard as I'm thinking it is then.
It's just repetitive work that sometimes is a little bit boring.
Yeah.
And fireworks is the fireworks I didn't use too much sequencers, and I actually ran out of sequences in the end because they're limited. I don't know how many. I think it's right 100 sequences you can put, and then the sequencer run out. And I put the last sequencer, and I was like, oh, what am I gonna do now? And I had to make some new sequences to fit in.
Wow. Okay, so that's I didn't know there was a capacity.
Yeah, that's why the water show wouldn't have even remotely worked out.
Right. Oh. Either way, you've hurt my brain with all this sequencer talk. It's just beyond me. I've tried and I've failed a million times. I'm hoping with Planet Coaster 2 they're making it a bit more simple. I mean, we're getting them on the 12th, so we'll all find out, won't we? Swizz, can we go to night view?
We can.
Is there anything in the day that I need to look at in a bit more detail?
I don't think we missed anything.
Oh, look at the pinks. Look at the purples. Look at the blues. I love it.
That is very Fantasyland Rupert inspired. But yeah, from that lighting.
I mean, this park at night is just gorgeous.
Oh, I didn't whatever.
You didn't what?
I had actually lights on those two towers, which are dark now. But maybe I didn't import them when I was picking the whole build over from my empty park file.
Well, it doesn't matter. There's enough light going on there, and I think it looks stunning. Here we go, the Winterland Airport, all lit up. We'll go over the bridge again. Love the bridge. Love the lighting on the bridge.
The coast behind, but I built this thing and I was like, no, my lighting.
What?
Because if you look from the lake, it's kind of overshining it a bit. But I mean, the coast looks great, anyways.
Oh, this one at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit big, isn't it? It's big and bright, but it doesn't matter because.
No. And for fireworks, I triggered it off. So.
Oh, what? So you've actually gone in and taken other people's lights and turned them all off with the fireworks? That's smart. That's what Disney does. When they do the fireworks on the castle, all the lights go off around the park. Really, really, really clever. So that it becomes just the center and the main focus. Look at this. Gorgeous. I love the colours you've chosen. Why the pinks and purples? What was the inspiration? Oh, you said Fantasyland.
Yeah. That is, it looks, they have more blue-ish, but I was like, yeah, purple. Red looks more like to the break color.
I love it. Such an interesting colour palette, because you've got the pinks at the top, you've got those purples, it's got this glorious gold and yellow that shines out on all of your beautiful shiny steampunk pieces. And then just those little subtle blues in different places. Oh, it's stunning, Swizz. This is beautiful. Where are all the lights? You've just sunk them inside it, haven't you?
They are mostly behind, like those roller coaster connector things. So, or just in any cogwheels or so, I knew where to get them if I want to recolor them.
Sorry, I'm going behind the scenes here just to have a look inside.
No, don't go in there.
Okay, I won't. Sorry.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, they're
It's
mostly behind the cogwheels. So I can easily change the colors if I need to.
yes. It's so good. It's so pretty. It's so pretty.
But actually, one thing I did, all the lights are one blueprint, so I just could move them all if I didn't find one.
Ah, so if I grabbed one light, I could move the whole lot out.
Yeah.
Ah, smart cookie. It's just a phenomenal build, and all of these colors just accent it so well. It's like a cake. It's just so there's so much color on it, you know. It's beautiful. Look at that facade. Oh, Swizz, I envy your talent, sir. What? It's a cake. It's absolutely stunning. What an incredible weenie. Again, from all around the park, I guarantee you're gonna be. I want to go over to Ray's area quickly because we haven't been over this side of the lake to have a look at it. I mean, look at it lit up.
We do actually.
It's so beautiful. And you can really see. This is the one thing I really wanted from the weenie, that you'd be able to see it from everywhere on this lakeside walk. This is a nice view.
That's what I paid extra attention for.
Hmm. It's stunning.
Yeah, originally the facade we have from the other side of the lake was here, but then I figured, yeah, it would be cooler if you come from the entrance and see the better side.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing I like about it is the fact that it's not the same the whole way around, and you get a different view.
That is actually one of the hardest things with steampunk because, well, the brick pieces aren't very versatile, so you have.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to make them look all the same.
Another amazing view. This would be a good place just to sit on the bank.
If there was one.
Gorgeous. And I bet the water show would look good from here as well.
Yeah, that would have been. Oh, that would have actually worked.
It doesn't matter. We got a great view where we got it. I'm just admiring it from all angles. It's such a good build, mate. Really stands out on the skyline wherever you are. You would get a good viewpoint for the fireworks anywhere, wouldn't you, really?
Yeah, but I thought, like, this promenade we have here from the...
What, from Kiddyverse here?
Yeah, Kiddyverse, that was it.
I mean, this is your prime. This is the perfect view, isn't it?
Yes.
With the coasters either side of it. It's so good.
Yeah, look, that was one thing that didn't cover any of the coasters, so we have like this sitting in between those.
It's so good. So when your fireworks go off, the coaster here is just gonna turn off all the lights, which is just gonna be brilliant. So you get that beautiful. I love it. I absolutely adore this. So beautiful, Swizz. It's a work of art. Can we see another show?
We can see another show.
Oh,
Of course.
Where is the show from? It's over here, is it?
It's from the lake, from the other side here, Kittyverse thing here.
Right. There we go.
Right from there. And just before, I would recommend to pay extra attention on the towers, on the lights from the tower.
The lights on the tower. We will do. Guys, are you ready for another show? This is mainly, we got a lot of lights going on this show. If I remember you saying to me in DMs, you were saying I've done the fireworks, but it's really I've done a lot of work on the lights as well, which makes sense for this because I mean look how many lights are on it. So let's have a go, guys, and then we'll have a talk about it afterwards. Swizz, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Enjoy, guys. Swzzer was so good. I noticed that was that music for that Bear used in Aldermore.
Only the first part.
Yes, I remember it. It was so good.
I thought, oh my god, I need to use this with the lights.
Yeah, and I loved it how you had like the big drum bits with the fireworks, but then the lights on the tower, the da 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 da. So you had all parts of the music you were using to accentuating them with either lights or fireworks. So the fast bits were the lights changing, and the big fireworks were the big drum explosions and stuff. It was so good.
Those coloring those lights took so incredibly long. I really underestimated that.
They were brilliant.
The candles were okay, but the color changing, and then in the end, I made just 5 different color changing sequences, like when they were color changing very fast. I just made 5 of them and then just reused them all the time.
Well, it was very, very impactful. Absolutely phenomenal. Really, really cool. I don't quite know what to say, and I can't look in too much detail at them because I don't think I've got them in the park, have I? The fireworks?
No, because I wasn't able to run them decently either. So
No.
But
But
on the fence were the candles, and everything else was somewhere chaos on the roof.
yeah, well, it was phenomenal. I think now it's time that you blow our minds again, isn't it?
I hope so. Yes.
Right.
So it is the Volatus part, and you can just stay at nighttime.
Stay at night. Okay. So Volatus, we can find out what this is all about now. Right, let's get in then. Volatus. Is that how you pronounce it? Volatus?
I think so. I don't know Latin. Okay.
I like the ticking everywhere.
I don't like that the chandeliers on the roof are missing, but accident.
Airship. Okay.
Ship, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this. We got a full-on queue for something. Oh, what the hell has he put in here?
Stuff.
Volatus. Volatus. Volatus.
Volatus, I don't know.
We don't hear game sound. Ah, sorry. It's because I turned it down for that video. Right. Should have it now. There's not a lot going on, in fact, in game sound. In that I'll go back. In the first room, look, you got loads of ticking going on. Oh,
Not really.
camera had a fit there. Hold on.
Pity those chandeliers on the roof are missing, but they looked good. Yeah.
I love the colour inside as well. Hard to mask these colours inside from the outside.
Yes. No, but actually it helped because the outside lighting helped a little bit, and the rest I put over those walkway things. Meshes.
Ah.
I didn't know we have had newspaper for so long. You're not gonna believe it.
No?
Yeah, I didn't realize it until like a few months ago.
Well, there you go. The airship prints are great. Where did you get those from? Are they...
These are from the guy who also made all those steel things. I don't know who. Is it Mango? No, it's not. Mango, maybe? Not sure. It's the same who made the steel trims.
Okay. Where are we? Oh.
We are right at the end of the queue, and now you can put in the video I sent you. Why is it having a seizure? Oh, it's...
I had a little one. Here we go. Oh! Okay. Okay. I've been sworn, guys, I'm not allowed in. I wasn't allowed inside the building. What you've built? Oh, this is like my favorite ride in Disney, Soarin' in Epcot. Have you built one of the? You have.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Hmm?
Sound is not on.
Sound's not on.
There should be music.
There is music.
I don't hear it. I don't have to stream on.
Oh, the sounds! How have you got all the sounds in?
I'll tell you about later. There we go.
Oh, 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 look, look. Ah! Okay. Oh, hold on. So, it in here.
Well, first of all, shout out to your latest follower, Tim8086. He's my friend who did all these sound effects you were asking about.
Oh, so like because it was like every different area we went into, you had all the sound effects of it, and he edited the video.
Yeah, sure. Like the transition between day and night was very important, and timing it, doing some speed ramping and sound effects and all this stuff, and some color grading even more.
So when I opened this part this morning, right? Thank you so much, Tim. That was phenomenal.
I forgot to remove the motion arm.
Yeah,
I was like,
there was this massive. Right, I'll tell you all now. There was this humongous.
No, you're not gonna see that.
There was this humongous track everywhere in the park,
Like,
literally everywhere.
I deleted it. I was so sure I removed it. I was like, no way. And because for me it is invisible, I didn't realize it was not deleted. But you didn't notice anything because I sent you those shots for the stream anyways.
Yeah.
I just said it was for ghosts from the stream for the fireworks shows.
It's just like this monstrous amount of just track everywhere. Absolutely everywhere in the whole park.
A little backstory about that. So I was planning to do this in my collaboration park I was working on, and then was the Planet Coaster 2 announced, and we realized, no, we are not going to finish this park. And I still had the idea to do this, and then you came to me 2-week challenge, and I was like, yeah, that's going to be a big surprise. And then, of course, first was the question on how we are going to do this. And, well, the whole illusion works, of course. The whole theater around the seats is animated.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
How
fast.
is this like all TMTK?
So you might know Dave, right? You should know him.
Right.
Yeah. And then I asked his TMTK expert here, and I asked him, do you know a platform that just moves back? I want to create this illusion of a flying theater. He said, no, but I can make one. And then he first made this platform, and 2 to 3 weeks later, he came back to me and sent me this whole thing. And I was like, okay, thank you for the effort. He animated everything completely by himself. That's the whole thing happened.
It's mad.
Then I realized, okay, how I'm gonna do video. I knew about the invisible coaster mod, but I'm terrible at coasters, smooth coasters, and
Yeah.
of course didn't have time. So I asked Coppertine, who is the main programmer of the realism mod and the invisible mod, and he sent me an early access where we can put the motion arm on like unlimited speed.
Right.
And then I could record it with this. It is not entirely smooth, but I was very fast with recording. And also I was able to rotate the motion arm, which with that mod, it isn't usually possible to rotate it on invisible track mod. But we had quite a while until it worked. So that was why the whole building got a little bit tight on schedule, because that took about weeks. So yeah, that is the thing I thought, okay, that is the perfect opportunity to exit Planet Coaster.
Well, what you've done with your friends, with Tim and with Deef, what you've done is absolutely insanely good. So look, as you can see here, guys, the TMTK is gone.
Yeah.
It's come out from behind.
Yeah, you can now set the speed on triple, and then we'll be back in like a minute. Yeah, also the lights, it's completely delayed now. The lights aren't supposed to... Yeah, here we go. Now it comes back forward.
That's amazing. I mean, the video didn't work there, but I don't expect Planco to work. Yeah, it never does.
When I realized how buggy it was in the full park for me, I realized, no, this is not gonna be good if we don't record a video.
And then we got...
actually, the door should have opened here, but I think it closed again.
Yeah, I think I missed it because I had it on triple time. That is...
Lights are a bit dark here.
It's fine. Where am I going? This way.
That's what I said. Don't look in here.
Hey, it works. Got an exit. Ah, mate. That's so good. That is so good. I mean, beyond words.
I have to do some sort of surprise to end this whole thing.
Well, you've blown our heads. Pyro, my tiny little brain isn't even comprehending this fully right now. This really is Park Beyond, TM.
No, help. Please don't.
Oh, Swizz, you are an absolute genius. And thank you, Tim. Thank you, Deep. Thank you, anybody else involved in it. Really.
I and Misty's were also involved.
Well, there you go. I mean, it's a perfect ending to such a wonderful project.
Yeah, it looks great. I think the city around still, I like, out of the village around, I like it. Because I was never really able to do city and village houses around my park.
No, it was just
a cool addition.
Yeah, it was how I was thinking, like, we've got, I mean, because Winterland, the first one was great. Okay, it was brilliant, and it blew my head that how good people were. And then Winterland USA came along, and I was thinking, how's Winterland USA going to beat it? And it did. It did. Winterland USA was phenomenal, so good. And I thought, right, well, we can't just do the same thing again. We've got to try and extend it some way. And at the end of the day, I'm just going to have builders coming in, building an area of park. There's only so much they can do. So how can I extend it and make it more interesting? And so this is how the whole development Shipley Estate came about, because I was thinking, right, well, what can we do? But what can we do to make it bigger and better? Let's get more people involved. How can we get more people involved? We can't have 30 odd areas to a park. It just won't. The game won't run that. So how can I get everyone involved? And this was what came out. And well, Swizz, you've topped it off tonight with an insanely good build. But I can't thank anybody involved in this park enough. It's just such a phenomenal achievement, and I'm so proud to be able to host it, and I feel such a lucky to have so many amazing people putting their heart and soul into something like this, essentially for me. and I'm just every time I get this part back and I see another part of it, I'm completely blown away. And Swzzer, tonight you have blown the roof off this place with that ride at the end. That was just next level. Thank you so much, mate.
Thank you for having me. That was really fun to work on this. Got to do a proper exit of Planet Coaster 1 for me, because I never really uploaded a part. I have Chiswick Challenge, but I don't have a finished park or anything, which I think that was proper way.
Well,
to finish my Planko 1 time.
I think you've definitely I definitely think I'm completely in agreement with you there. This is an astounding creation here that you've made, and a perfect way to end your Planko career. Swizz, I could go around this whole thing again, look at all the shows again, but I don't really have the time for that. I'm going to upload this to YouTube so that everyone's got this.
I'm going to upload the shows and the Volatus thing as well on my...
There you go. So if anyone wants a re-ride, go to Swizzer's YouTube, go to my YouTube in about a week. In the meantime, there is 35 episodes on there that you can watch of the 2-week challenge and seeing all these wonderful people. But Swizz, before I let you go, is there anything more you would like to say? Is there anything we've missed? Is there anything you want to do? It's your moment. It's your moment before I let you go. So we've got to do a final video.
Well, follow on Twitch, twitch.com/Captain Swzzer 1.
Yeah, get the shout outs in there for him. Shameless, don't worry about it. Stick it in there. Shout out Captain Swzzer, insane builder.
I'm streaming in Planet Coaster 2 a lot more, especially when my exams in January are over. I will be streaming from February on much more.
Good. Glad to hear it. And honestly, guys, Swizz, thank you so much for being part of the 2-week challenge and putting, as I said earlier, the cherry on the top of this wonderful cake that we've built. You are a genius builder, and I'm forever thankful to you. Thank you so much, mate. You got anything to say before I sign off?
Nope. Thank you.
Fair enough. Well, in that case, Swizz, I'm sure we'll see you in Planko 2. I'm sure we'll see you in a month or so, in a month or two. But in the meantime,
was an honor to work on this. Was very, very honored to finish this whole thing off.
I'm honored to have you here, honestly. Really am. And I'm gonna have to say goodbye, mate. Catch you on the flip. Peace out. Wowzers. Absolutely incredible from Swzzer there. Guys, that brings us to the end. We are now going to say goodbye. The 2-week challenge has been running for 30 months. There's been 4 mega parks, 3 in Planet Coaster, 1 in Zoo, 38 different builders, 38 episodes, and I can't thank you all enough. You are ultra to the bone. You are the biggest baddest, most amazing eggs in the world. And it's been a real privilege to run this season. I'm gonna be closing Planet Coaster down, and I'm not going to be opening it up again. That's the end for me for Planet Coaster 1. But Planet Coaster 2 continues. We're all loving that now. But we do need to say goodbye tonight for a final time to the 2-week challenge, because this is the end. Thank you.
Well, that is it. The final 2-week challenge, the final Weenie, the final Winterland is complete. And we cannot thank you enough. What a ride we've been on over the last 3 years. 4 incredible projects completed. Let's go back now and take a look at everything you have achieved.
So, there you go. For one last time, I say Auf Wiedersehen from Austria.
I have been your counsellor, Angela Simmons.
I have been Sheldon Carter.
And I have been the Italian. Stay ultra, guys, and we will catch you on the flip.